Hi, Gemini. This is a general reading for October 2019. So let's see, Gemini, what you up to. What's going on with you in this brand new month, this brand new vibration that's here. So we're going to see Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay, let's see. Okay, Gemini. All right, Gemini. I see you. Okay. Okay, Gemini. So, let's see here. Well, the one thing that I see here, Gemini, is that I do feel like a lot of growth. I feel that some of you Geminis, I don't care what field you in, what position you in, where you at in life, you are definitely have growth in your life here. And I'm talking about you that's like really on fire. You got this energy, Gemini, here. And I do see here with this energy is very powerful. I feel like that you are growing in a powerful way. I also see here too where it's like you using all of your eyes. You're not just using your physical eye. You're using your spiritual eye, your third eye, your first eye, however you want to call it. You using these eyes, and because you're using them, it's also assisting you with this power that you have here, Gemini. And I also see here too that a lot of people that didn't recognize the kind of power that you have, they starting to see it. So people starting to see you. People starting to see your ability. They really, really is starting to see you, and you are really using your sight here, your seeing eye here. I just feel like and I see with this growth, with this expansion, you growing into your powers here. It's just with some of you Geminis, you just didn't wake up with it. You had it all the time, but now it's like you just stepping right into it. It's like going into a shower and just getting up under the water, and you just be your power is just really coming through. And it's also saying here too that this is the energy here. This is your foundation. This is about you. That one energy that's here. So this is talking about your powers. You able to see things. People starting to see your powers. They didn't want to believe it. Some people underestimated you. Some people didn't see you at all. But they can't say that now because they definitely can see you now. And you are coming into your you coming into it. Whatever it is that you into, you is into it. This is an energy here too where it's like you are really expanding. You are not being held down because you have the insight, because you are into your powers here. You are definitely expanding here. So this is an energy that some of you Gemini might have been feeling detached. You might have been kind of down a little bit. It's like you've been wasn't understood. People didn't understand you. They didn't know how to deal with you. And so most people would go into a depression, but not you, Gemini, because there's more than one of you. And so one might want to feel depressed, but the other one is going to be like, oh, no, we don't have time for that. So that energy is not going to work. So I don't see a Gemini going into any kind of depression. I don't see a Gemini isolating themselves. And for the ones that did isolate themselves, it's like you come out of it real quick here because you do have that inner, because like they say, it's more than one of y'all. Excuse me. It's more than one of y'all Gemini here, so you got help. So you are not going to go into no sadness, no isolation. And then some people want to put you there, but you is not going to go there. This is a victory energy that's here, and you got quick victories, Gemini, because you got inner support that is there. So it's like your victories are coming fast. People recognizing who you are. You could be under attack, But it's like all of this chaos and confusion going on around some of you Gemini. But look at you, you just taking it easy. So it's going around you. It's you all in it, but you ain't gotta, it's not really affecting you. So Gemini, you moving forward, what you doing, what your agenda is, what you have to do here, and you not apologizing. You just study, advance, and that's why I say you seeing everything. It's hard for people to really hinder you. They try to, Gemini, but because you have that real strong insight here, they can't do that. And so you got a strong victory energy. You talking about support? Oh my God, Gemini. You got support that's just out of this world. You got support that this very strong, powerful support. You got opportunities and you got support here. So it's like some of you Geminis might feel like that, it's just you against the world, or you in the world, or you by yourself here. But that's not the case, Gemini. You got so much support, very strong, very powerful support that I see that's here. Wait a minute, Gemini. You got cars falling all over the place. So this is a good energy that I see that's here. I'm also seeing here too that change for you, Gemini, is not going to be difficult because you are the ones that's making these changes. You right in the forefront of these changes that's coming about here. You got plenty of opportunities. You see your opportunities. You're not blinded. You're not letting things get by. You on top of everything, Gemini. You all over the place here. Your cars just, look at them, they just falling all out. This is the energy here is where it's all in your hands. You got the way, you know the way. And so you know which way to go. And you making it that for those that want to see, they can see also which way to go here too. So you definitely have it in your hands. You making changes here. You got the energy, the strength to deal with these changes here. You're not looking back. You're not apologizing for anything. You're not taking on unnecessary baggage. Other people can't put stuff on you. You just moving forward here. I just also see that you work with what you have, Gemini. So what you don't have, a lot of people's like, oh, I can't do this because I don't have this, or I don't have, you got the support that you need. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You, Gemini, you focus here. I also see here too where people will be granting you things that you want. So these are like gifts or whatever, or however, whatever this is that you want in life now, you able to accomplish them. You don't have a lot of interference for what you want. So it's like a person trying to get from this side to that side, and it's not a lot. So it's a real narrow interference that's there. So you able to, again, you got the insight. You can see, you know how to get to where you need to get to. You know how to make things move here. This is an energy here too of completion. So it's like you can handle. It doesn't matter how much it is, how big it is, how heavy it is, how it doesn't matter. You can handle everything that you need to handle in your life, Gemini. You got this, as they say. And you're not dropping the ball. You able to hold on. You able to maneuver. You able to really handle things. And this is an energy here where it's like, you see how the circus tents are there? And so you could be dealing with a circus kind of atmosphere. And it's like, you got this. You got things under control here. So that's what I feel, Gemini. You got things really under control. So it might, other people might drop the ball, can't handle the situation. You got it. You can handle it. You showing that you can handle it. And people is like really surprised that's there. So you got what's going on. Now it's saying here, I see a Gemini here, and there could be somebody that could be adopting or or pregnant or want some children. And so I see here where that energy is coming in due time, is definitely coming. So the children that you want, I do feel like that there's some children that's going to be coming in here. And through a Gemini vibration that's here. I also see here too where I see that there's somebody that's going to get a new addition to the family, and this could be some kind of pet that I see here. So a Gemini here, I feel like that you could be getting a pet. It feels like that you might have had a pet that passed away, gave away, because I'm seeing a pet leaving, but I also see a pet coming in also. So this is a different pet. It's not the same one. So I see children and I see animals here around a Gemini vibration. It's saying here that a lot of you Geminis here, you are going to make it work. You're going to give it the efforts in spite of whatever somebody else might say. So there's a Gemini, and you might be in a relationship, and other people might criticize and say that the relationship is not right, not good, and you're going to not listen. You're going to go ahead and give it a chance. And so I'm seeing here where that's going to work here for you. I'm also seeing here too where it's a Gemini and you could be in a relationship. And again, is you are going to give it everything you can, everything you have to make it work. And it's definitely going to work. I see a Gemini here where you are definitely healing. And so there's a Gemini that could have had some issues, very hurtful issues here, but you getting over it because you got so much going on here. You don't have time to be dealing with past issues, and that's what this card is talking about. So you ain't have time to be dealing with things, family crisis or whatever that went on, Gemini, that you had to deal with. You just keeping it walking, you keeping it moving, just let it just wash right off of you. You're not holding on to none of that. So, and that's why it's not going to affect you, and that's why you are healing. So a lot of you Geminis is really, really in the healing stage here. Any kind of bad situation that you might have had with someone here, I just feel that a coming together. I feel a makeup kind of energy where you are coming and, you know, at the same table, at how you say meetings of the mind, apologies. Some are going to be getting apologies. Some will be accepting apologies. But I just feel a strong healing energy that I see that's going on there. Also, I see this as fun time. So you can, some of you Geminis, I don't care what you're going through, you're going to go through it and still be happy. You're still going to may have fun. So you could be going through a tough situation, but it's like you're going to enjoy yourself while you're going through it. So you're not going to take yourself so seriously here. So I just feel like that there is this is what's going on here. And I do feel a Gemini here where it seems to me that you could have had a real falling out with an ex energy here. But I feel like that you have moved on, or somebody have moved on in that relationship. And so it's a healing. Y'all could be friends. And so I do feel like it could be a healing with the ex kind of vibration here. You're not going to hold on to things here. You letting things go. You moving on here. And so I just feel that that's going to be good too. And it could be someone that has children, and because you are able to heal from the situation, move on, it helps everybody, especially the children vibration here. So you know how you have some exes, they get along really good, and so that's what I feel that this Gemini that I'm picking up here is able to get along here. I'm also seeing here too where I feel the Gemini vibration. You feel like that you really tied to someone here. So I feel like that there is a Gemini that's in a relationship and you're not going anywhere. So you just really feel like that you tied here. It's like somebody just really got your mind mentally, emotionally, and you want to be. It ain't a forceful kind of situation. So I'm seeing you like really tied up into a relationship here, Gemini. And so, like I say, it's not force, it's something that you choose. But I do feel like that. And that's why I see the playfulness that's there. So that's why I know it's not a force kind of energy. It's just like you tied to that person here. And it goes back to the healing part too of the ex. There's still something, there's a connection that's there. So you are able to still have some kind of relationship here. And that's where the healing comes in. Also, I'm seeing here too, Gemini, where I feel like that there could be, um, hmm, because there's more of you, as they say, that is more inside of a Gemini. You could be 2, 3 people in there. And so I'm feeling here that there is a Gemini could be dealing with someone that is having extra relationship that's here. So, and I feel like that it could be have something to do with a Cancer vibration and a Scorpio vibration. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio. I'm feeling two energies that is there, Gemini. And so you could be have multiple partners. So I mean, if there was a person that's not married, I mean, you weighing your options. You seeing exactly what is going on there. So I just feel that there's a Gemini that could be dealing with a couple of people here. I feel like you could be tied to a couple of people that's here. So you haven't really made up your mind who you want, but at the meantime, I feel some kind of triangle energy here. I'm also seeing a Gemini here where I feel like that because of this triangle energy, you kind of like there was some hurt feelings that was going on. You missing somebody here. And so I just feel like that you are able to settle things. I feel like it was some hurt feelings going on here. You able to settle it. I feel that there's going to be a coming together, a compromise kind of energy that I see that's here. Because that's why I keep seeing apologies. I keep seeing dualities going on, a couple of relationships. Somebody is tied to somebody trying to get away. Then there's someone else here that don't want to get away. I feel like that this is playful, sexual, playful. You know how you sex where you tying each other up and all of that. So I'm picking up some of that going on here. So I just see Gemini, it's a lot going on, a lot of different things going on in a relationship. I see a Gemini here where somebody is spying on you. And so whoever this, I keep seeing this extra, these, more than one relationship. So somebody here is spying on somebody here. Somebody here, is realizing what is going on here, found out about this extra energy that's there. And so I just feel like that separation is going on, understanding, peaceful. First, it's not peaceful, but I do feel you getting along with the ex. The children is okay because of that. Gemini, there's a Gemini that wants some children. You will be able to get some one way or the other. Gemini, this is just like all this stuff coming in. I do see a Gemini energy here where your knight in shining armor is definitely there. You know how they say this person is coming. So male, female, however, I definitely see that it's coming. So you are able to get what you want here. You stood your ground. It was like you went through whatever you had to go through, Gemini, but you end up getting who you want and getting things the way that you want them. So I do feel like all of that, it felt like, confusion, all this stuff going on here. But then at the end, Gemini, I feel like that it works out in your favor. It works out the way that you want it to work out. So there is a lot of stuff going on here as far as the relationship. But I just feel like you made it through, whatever you went through. It's almost like going through a fire, going through a storm, going through something. But this is how you are able to expand. This is how you are able to grow, Gemini, because you got to go through something. And when you go through it, the main thing is going through it and not getting stuck in it. And so I just feel like that you're going to end up, like I said, that You ending up getting what you want here. And this is you getting the person heart. So you got the attention. You went through something to get this, but you end up getting it. And so I just feel like it's the energy that you're going to be there. You're going to stay. You're not, it's not something here now and gone later. Well, Gemini, um, lot of energy that's going on here, but the main thing is you got the victory vibration. You are seeing, so you able to see everything. You got the power. You definitely got the power. And so until next time, Gemini, enjoy your power, enjoy your insight.